What's up guys, MrBayeasy here, and today we're going to be doing some more Crusaders of the Lost Idols. Now it's been a little while, I admit, and I do apologize for that. I was really busy the past week and a half or so, so that's honestly why I haven't really been able to record anything. This is actually the first thing I've recorded in a little over a week and a half, so it's been a while for me in particular, but I know you guys have been waiting for videos, and don't worry, I'm going to sit here and record a few videos now, one of which is going to be really cool because I know you guys really enjoyed the last one, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But first and foremost, I want to get to kind of what is actually more of a benefit to us being away from the game for a little while, or at least when it comes to episodes. Because as of this episode, right here and now, the 6 codes per person will no longer be given away. It's obviously been quite a long time. People have had a very good chance. And now we're going to be moving into the new giveaway, which is what we've decided to do. We've decided to move on with this new giveaway. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the past. I'm going to go over it very briefly right now for those of you that are brand new. A lot of people have actually subscribed since that video and have been waiting for this next video. So basically, we're going to be moving into the new giveaway. Those codes are not going to be given away anymore. There's going to be an annotation on that video in the beginning letting people know that, you know, that part of the giveaway is over, that I've kind of given everyone that wanted codes, and now we're going to be moving into the new one. So basically the way this new one is going to work is I'm going to be selecting 5 random winners each and every video. This, of course, will be one of them. You know, we're going to start it right here and now. I've been adding people to the list, you know, adding new names to the list, and this again is a new entry opportunity. So if you haven't yet, drop a comment down below or start your comment saying I want to enter the giveaway. That way I actually am able to, you know, enter you into the giveaway. Each new video is a new entry opportunity. Now, again, 5 people are going to be selected each video at random. Essentially the way it's going to be, you'll see later on, but I'm just going to explain here how it's going to work. So I'm going to randomize the list 5 times, and each time the first place winner is going to be the winner of that code, and I'm going to again do that 5 times. So each person, I've calculated this out, and each person I've given, or I'm going to be giving, 8 codes. I know we were kind of up in the air whether it was going to be between 5 and 10. I've settled on 8, and here's why. Because I wanted to have at least 200 episodes worth of codes if I were to go based on that formula of each person's going to get 8 codes. I did the math. We actually have a little over 8,000 codes left, which is crazy because, again, remember, it's not even, again, through the first 1,000 codes. So, you know, we're just a little bit over 8,000, and that actually leaves us with just a little bit over 200 episodes, 206 or 205 to be exact, you know, and plus or minus, you know, 10 or so codes, because, you know, it's a lot of codes. So I did like a rough estimate based on like how many I have and how many pages it takes up and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's like a plus or minus 10 to 20. And we have roughly 200 episodes worth of codes if we do it with that formula. Now, another great thing about doing 8 codes per person is it's kind of fair, because if you actually look at the shop section, 7 chests is actually worth $10. So I'm actually giving you 1 more than the $10 value, and I've worked it out, and it actually, if you're going based on this particular number value, that's $11.40 worth of chest codes that each person will get, or, you know, each person's going to get whenever they happen to win. Now, when you enter the giveaway, your name is added to a word list, okay? It's a Word document, and basically you're never able to be taken off the word list unless you ask for it. Some people have actually asked for it, but you're never able to be taken off the word list. Now, basically the way it's going to work is, again, each time you can enter once per new video, and if you do happen to win, your entries will be reduced by half plus 1. And essentially, so if you have 10 entries, it'll go down to 5, and then the plus 1 will be 4. If you're at an odd number, let's say 7, it'll go down to 4, and then go down to 3. Okay, so that's essentially the way we're going to be working it. The whole reason behind it is to make it so that it's fair for everyone, that people aren't able to win back to back to back a lot, unless they're really lucky. Okay, it'll open up more opportunities for people. Okay, so I think 5 people per video is pretty good. Okay, and I'll be actually jumping into the next segue of this now that we've concluded that. I'm going to be talking about the Easter event because I know I didn't get to do any videos on it, but I want to talk about something in particular. So basically, if you look at my chests right now, I have quite a lot. I actually got 1 by random, just from going through the levels. I had 3, then that made it 4. But I did buy the $16, you know, or well, actually it's not $60, it's $20, where you get 16 chests, I believe, is what you can do. Is that correct? It is. Okay, so I did that for this, and I did that solely because I wanted to have a really big chest opening, which we're gonna have. I've got 15 of these Easter chests. I've got 7 of whatever that is. 12 of, oh, these are silver chests, and then 12 of the jewel chests. Then I have 9 of these, 6 of those, 3 of those, and then 7 of those. So we have an insane amount of chests, and that's not all, believe it or not. We're actually also at basically 22, almost 20, actually once I finish this mission, it will be about 25 chests that I can just buy with my rubies. And of course, I'm barely into the, that's honestly one of the good things about not doing the campaign for me yet. I didn't do much of the campaign yet, which means all of my rubies that I, you know, were available for each campaign mission, you know, I'm actually getting now, and that's really benefiting me because obviously catalysts are out. So I'm going to be cashing those in, and we're going to be doing a 2-part video because there's no way we're going to be able to get through it. I've already done the math. It's over 100 chests that we have to open. Not only that, but I'm also going to be opening 100 of my silver chests, really just for ingredients, or I guess for materials. That's really why I'm going to be opening this 100 of these. I've actually accumulated like literally more than what I had before. I used all of my silver chests to actually win the I guess the event race that got us these codes in the first place, and I used all of them, literally every single last one, I'm pretty sure, and I've gotten them all back plus some, and we're almost at 1,000, and that's way more than I've had in the past. So, and I'm getting them like crazy because I've just been doing story missions like crazy. So I already beat this one. Okay, I was at which one are we on? I don't even know. We're at, is it Mischief at Mugworts? It must be. I think it's, no, I'm sorry, Grimm's Idle Tales. I think I'm on this one. Yeah, Big Phony Wizard. So I've just been going through them at the really high priced ones. Honestly, I thought oh no, yeah, I did beat this one and it went to tier 2. This was really difficult. Or not difficult, but it took a while. You know, I had to, you know, keep clicking everything. It was kind of annoying, honestly. But let me talk about, I'm gonna put an image on screen right here really quick, because I want, this video is really gonna be dedicated to that particular announcement, and also I wanted to talk about the Easter event, because everything was pretty straightforward. I didn't really have any trouble with anything, but the one thing that was really difficult was this particular objective right here. And basically, it was the one with the eggs, where different various eggs would come at you. One of them was a spiky one, which was by far the most annoying. Let me know in the comments if the spiky one was the most annoying for you, because I couldn't get it to die before it got to my formation and killed one of my Crusaders. So that was a really annoying particular egg for me. And then there was one that shot eggs at you, and some that had regenerative health, and various things like that. But basically, there was a few things that I had to change up from normal, and I wanted to talk about that in particular because if any other particular scenario or familiar scenario happens in the future, you guys could benefit from it and see kind of the way I used the strategy, what I had to do to overcome something that was a little bit more difficult. So the eggs were very difficult to kill. The enemies were not at all. They were regular enemies, but the eggs were what made it a bit challenging. So honestly, right off the bat, I did feel like quitting because I was like, wow, these eggs are really difficult to kill, and I honestly thought, what, they're going to keep scaling. These eggs are going to keep scaling, and it's going to get even more and more difficult, and I'm already on like the very first, you know, section. So essentially, what I found out early on, which made me want to stick around, is that you know, basically I could use my click damage to overcome a lot of, I guess, the negative side of it. Because if you're just using DPS, you had to wait until you killed the egg in front of you to get to all the other enemies. If you're using your click damage, however, you just have to, you know, point at the enemies you want to kill, and the click damage would kill them. So for the first time in a long time, I actually used the Breadstick Kid. Because I could have used the Robo Rabbit, but it turned out the Breadstick Kid was a bit more useful in terms of raw click damage. I also found out, which you can see, well, actually you can't see right now, which is weird. Oh no, actually no. It's probably, if I did this, it's going to reduce my gold bonus, which I'll talk about in a second. If some of you may have noticed that. But if I move my Breadstick into the front, you'll notice that I'm at right underneath, actually right within striking distance of my main DPS. And you know, using the auto clicker, if you guys followed my Adventure Capitalist series, I had an auto clicker, and I'll leave the link in the description down below. It's a very, you know, simple auto clicker. There's nothing, you know, extravagant about it. Clicks at the spot you want it, or a designated spot, however fast you want it to. I set mine to 25 milliseconds. Now I've done the math on that, and that's there's obviously 1,000 milliseconds per second, and you know, at 25 milliseconds per click, that's essentially 40 clicks per second. So that you can essentially imagine this number times 40 is way more than your DPS, making click damage really, really good, which is something I didn't even like anticipate going in, and I'll demonstrate right now. I gotta minimize the game to open it up. Give me 1 second. So I'm recording my screen right now. You can see this is my desktop. This is essentially what the auto clicker looks like. As you can see, very, very simple, and I just set mine to 25 milliseconds because that's actually roughly how fast I can click when I'm using super fat mode. So technically speaking, I guess you can make the argument that I'm cheating, but essentially I can click this quickly, but just not maintain it forever, and also not kill my mouse, which is great because I don't have to kill my mouse. I've actually gone through about 2 or 3 mice since I've started playing idle clicker games, so I figured I had enough of that. I was just going to use this. Super fat mode is a well-known thing within the community if you've been here for a while, so I figured why not give my hand and my mouse a break and my wallet and just use an auto clicker at the speed that I can click. So, and now I'm going to use my hotkey, which is F6, and you can see, look at how slow the enemies are dying. Okay, now keep in mind that the witch, again, is really the main thing that's doing this, and I found out that for some reason the witch is by far better, again, than everyone else. Now, I don't know why, for a small amount of time, other Crusaders like the clown guy was really good. He's still very good, and he's very close, and if he ever got any gear at all, he would probably be better than Witch, which is very surprising. I don't think he has any gear, though, unfortunately. Does he have his... Oh, he has gear, I'm sorry, but no gear that's as good as hers, okay? If he had epic gear, maybe. Alright, but I've also found out recently, thanks to comments from, Leviathan and Victor, and all these people that have been commenting in the past. I've gone through all the comments, obviously, and responded to you guys, and even read them. Also, Kyle, Kizlablip, and also somebody that I actually didn't anticipate. We actually talked about this on live stream one time. King Drago, or Draco, or whatever you call him, was very good as well, as a matter of fact. As you can see, he's close. He has many levels to get, but he's close, okay? And so it's really insane. There's a lot of other characters that I just kind of took for granted, and it opens up a new video opportunity. I want to go through some of these other Crusaders and just plop them into the most beneficial spot, which would be, for me, between the football guy and the blade girl. Okay, I forget their names, drawing a blank. But that's really where my most boosts come from, okay? And I wanna drop somebody there, because I think, and just go through all the Crusaders and see which one ends up being, if any of them are better than which, because I'd be very surprised, but some of them are really close, okay? Like again, Draco and Kizlablip. Anyway, so look at how much damage they're taking, okay? See that? See how slow they're dying? Watch this. And that's click damage. It's actually a fair bit quicker than overall DPS. So my click damage is doing more than my DPS. Granted, with the use of an auto clicker, but again, I can actually click this fast normally, just not for forever. And also not without killing my mouse. So really cool stuff. Now, I want to get to the next part here. I had to change up my formation in more ways than just that. Because of the formation, I'll have the picture up right here. Because of the formation and the way it essentially was, and I'll just leave this on. As you can see, it's much better than... actually, it's making an annoying sound. I'll turn that off. I'll just buy an upgrade. But essentially, more so than just using the kid to help maximize my way through that particular level and, really not have the eggs affect me as much, I did have to change up my gold formation a little bit. Obviously, Larry the Leprechaun was not as good because that middle slot did not actually touch any of the other slots. So he was almost useless. So for the first time in I think maybe either a while or ever, I used Mr. the Monkey. Now I know the benefit of all my gold Crusaders, so I knew right off the bat Mr. the Monkey is probably the best one to put here. I did try to use Detective Kane, but again, because that's not actually a row, it counts as a row, but if you put a Crusader in that slot, it's not actually going to affect anybody around him. So what I did end up using is Santa, because it still counted as a row, so he has still affected everyone in front of him, so Santa was still as beneficial as always, and Mr. the Monkey I put behind in front, and then he affected everyone behind him. So the gold bonus was still fairly high, okay? I was also using Karen away from both of those people to get both of their gold bonuses as well, and also Queen Series. So the gold was not that bad, especially because I actually did some upgrading, as you may have noticed, to my gold, and I'll get to that in a second. So I want to move this girl back up here. Yes, my click damage is going to go down because he's not actually touching the witch anymore. Gross, but that's the way it works, okay? So now, obviously, moving her away from the Leprechaun, we are now back up to 278 billion% gold bonus, which is pretty crazy. We also had to change up the overall, I guess, formation. Well, not the overall formation. It was still the same formation, but I had to implement a defense strat. The eggs, in some cases, had the object that I needed, and I just had to kill the eggs. And they would just pile up at the front of my formation and kill my Crusaders, and I would lose that round. So what I ended up having to do is implement a defense strat. Very, very simple, nothing major. I just put the Griffin in there. I didn't worry about putting the pumpkin in there because I still wanted to have double points and everything like that from you know, Billy Smithsonian. I just put the Griffin in there and allowed my 2 Crusaders that were at the front. I think it was 2 or 3 that were at the front to just take the brunt of it for the small duration of time that it would take to kill the eggs and grab whatever item I needed. So that was the only other change I really made to the whole formation. The biggest one was really the gold and the use of the breadstick kit. The Griffin was just an addition to help prolong my ability to actually win that round, okay? And last but not least, the last thing I want to talk about here, again, going back to the gold, is despite the fact that that was one of the worst formations, and not actual formation in terms of what I assembled, but overall just layout, like formation layout, that was one of the worst formation layouts that I've ever had for gold. And surprisingly enough, that actually, in that particular formation, I broke my gold bonus record, and that was because I upgraded my gear. I had 3 billion gold bonus at the time, which was more than I've ever had before. I was only high millions, and now I had been in the 3 billion, so a decent bit into the billions. Now, I'll show you what I've done. I made a few changes. Okay, I upgraded his thing to level 3, so now it does increase effective Robo Santa's expensive toys ability by 400%, so really, really good. I have the capability to upgrade that again, but I haven't yet, okay? I'm going to leave it at that because, again, gold was never really a problem for me. I never really felt like there was an issue with that, but now I definitely don't have an issue, and I won't for a while. I also bought this one, okay? I bought this one, which I just really wanted an increase in gold, and I guess the 10% is great because he's a Robot Crusader. I'm sure it counts towards him as well, so essentially 210%. Or at least 200%. I don't know if it counts towards him or not, but that's nice. Okay, so I got that. I think I also upgraded Larry the Leprechaun as well. Yes, I did. Again, got him to level 2. So I spent one of them, so I should be at 2 now. No, see, this is really weird. Okay, I want you guys to tell me if this is a glitch or something. Okay, because I feel as though this has been resetting very frequently, and it hasn't been a week. I mean, I did this like on Sunday night, Monday morning, something like that. I already spent one of these, okay, on Santa's other ability there, his other epic. I didn't have that, you know, I had an epic before, and now it's legendary. I didn't have that before. That's what I spent it on, and now it's back to 1. So let me know, did they change anything? Is it still the same? Or is there a glitch going on? I'm not really sure. Also, let me know something, because something has really been interesting me recently. And I'll go back to Santa and show you this particular example. Now, this is level 1, okay? I'll go to here, level 3, and just look at upgrade legendary. Now, you can see it costs a lot to be able to upgrade this, and I can do it, and that would be insane. But I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm fine as of right now. But what I want to ask you guys is, at the level 1, and I'll go back to his other upgrade here, would it be more beneficial, in theory, to spend, you know, 50 of these, you know what I'm saying, to upgrade the first one? I mean, I would kind of shy away from the epics, because epics, I'd feel like I want to use that last, or I don't know if you need epics to make epic recipes. Maybe you do. If that's the case, I would save it for those. But for example, you know, on the first level, would it be beneficial to use rare or you know, I guess it was uncommon? Yes, uncommon. So would it be beneficial to use rare or uncommon to get the first level, and then use the more abundant common to level from there? Okay, because it's common you're getting every time. Okay, but the other ones you're just not. And until later on, you know, I could definitely see you needing to go back to some of these maybe, because this is going to become so insanely high. And unless you're opening chests all the time, it might be difficult for you. Now let me just, can I say? No, I'm dead. Let me go back. So essentially, actually, no, we're gonna stay at this level. This level seemed like they can handle it. I'm just gonna level her up, and we'll talk about it from here, okay? Because I'm gonna reset after this for idols and these rubies here, but right now I'm just more concerned about all this stuff. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you think that theory makes sense to you. Okay, again, I don't know if it does. I'm just throwing it out there, an idea I had, because I feel like you want to use the less common materials at less of a cost, and then use the more common materials at more of a cost. I mean, that just makes sense to me. Okay, may not make sense to you. That's why I'm asking. I just want to know. I think that was all for the Easter event. That's really everything else went really smooth. Okay, I got almost all of the missions done for tier 2. I only have one left, and it looks like a fairly easy mission. But the time tier 3 rolls around for that objective, I'm hoping I'm, able to beat that fairly easily and move into tier 3 without much trouble. This is the best event that I've had so far in terms of getting through tier 2 stuff. With other events that I've done so far, I'm going to have a fair bit to do on tier 2 before I get to tier 3. So that's kind of been my objective with each mission, with each event. Getting the Crusaders is no big deal. Getting through as many missions after that is what my goal is, because that means I have less work to do in the following event, okay? Which, for all intents and purposes, will be probably much, much harder. So I think that wraps up this particular video. We're going to jump into the giveaway now. I wanted to do it at the end after we talked about everything. You're going to see how we do things. Okay, stick around. Also, drop your comment down below now, again, before you forget, to enter the giveaway. Again, I want to enter the giveaway. Simple. You can write anything else you want alongside that, but make sure that's part of it. That way, I can get you in. But also, if you do win, you have to comment down below and claim it. Say, I won the giveaway, or you're so happy you won, or whatever you want to say, right? Just let me know that you're here, that you're acknowledging that you won, so I don't send those, because it is a lot of codes. I'm saying 8 codes per person is more than I've ever sent to anyone when it comes to, actually, that's more than I've ever sent to anyone, period, when it comes to giveaways. Okay, so that's, again, an $11 value, and I want to make sure you're there to claim it. It's more important than ever that you claim your code. Again, that means you have to watch the video. Again, it's a given. It helps if you're subscribed. It's not exactly necessary, but I appreciate it. If I'm giving you $11 worth of stuff, subscribing seems like a pretty legit, or pretty easy transition into that, especially if you want to stay up to date, because, I'm not going to be, if a few videos go by, I may miss your comment. It's very unlikely that I will, if you claim the code like a week later. It's unlikely that I will, but there is a chance. There's always a chance if it's not one of the more recent videos, okay? So staying up to date is fairly important. Plus, if you like the series, you're going to want to stick around. So subscribing is pretty imperative, and turning on bell notifications as well. So that's the way we're going to be doing it. Claiming your code, dropping your comment down below each time. Pretty simple stuff, and you get 8 codes out of it. It seems pretty awesome to me. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, by the way. Did you want more? Did you want less? I mean, this will actually give us 200 episodes worth of codes. A little more, as a matter of fact. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're not even into the first 100, so we're good for the long haul as far as I'm concerned. So let's jump into the giveaway. Good luck to everybody. Let's see who these winners are going to be. All right, guys, welcome to the giveaway. We have our first, giveaway here today. Back from, who knows how long this was away here. I will do the same thing as I did before, which is I'm going to go through the list. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just scroll through here. And now, basically, what you're seeing here is everyone's names, okay? This is combined with the old list, so there are some names. That's why it's actually longer than probably you typically would have thought. However, don't worry, your names are on here. I went all the way back to episode 51, from 51 to 53, and added the names and combined it with the old list. So everyone's name is here. I'm going through it fairly slowly. You can pause, okay? Let me know if you don't see your name here, if you feel like you should see your name here, okay? That way I can get you in for next time. And again, if you're not here now, don't worry, okay? I'll get you in. Like I said, if I made a mistake, I missed a name, don't worry, you're going to be in there. And as of right now, as of this particular giveaway right here, this giveaway and the one I'm going to do in the following video, there are just a few names that I haven't yet given the codes out to, but by the time you guys see this video, it will be done, but those people aren't on this list yet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go and randomize for the very first winner. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck. All right. Jafafa Hots is going to be our very first winner. There's 340 entries is what we're basically starting this series back off with on. So pretty awesome stuff. Now we're going to randomize 4 more times. So Jafafa Hots, nobody forget to drop your comment down below to claim your code. Okay, we're going to randomize again. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. Good luck to the next winner. Oh, San B Bands. Congratulations. Been a long time watcher of this series, definitely for sure. So congratulations. We're going to go ahead and list randomizing yet again. Here we go. All right. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. All right. El Briso. Hopefully I said your name right, but congratulations yet again. We're on our third winner here. Now we're going to randomize 2 more times, and that's going to be it for this giveaway. So good luck. 3, 2, 1. All right. EBE, extraterrestrial biological entity. Congratulations. Super long name, but congratulations, my dude. Hopefully you enjoy those 8 codes. Let's go ahead and randomize one more time here. All right, last time. 3, 2, 1. All right, Reptilian Squad. All right. Well, congratulations. Hopefully you guys enjoy your codes, all the winners. Let's congratulate them in the comments down below. Don't worry if you didn't win. Again, this is every single video we're going to be doing this. So you have no worries. You know, obviously you'll have your chance in the spotlight here. The way that this is designed, you will get your codes. Okay. It may take a little longer, but you will get your codes. And when you do win, it's going to be 8 codes. So it's well worth the wait. It's like using the old giveaway, but getting like 8 codes worth of, I guess 8 videos worth of codes all at once, okay? Because that's how we were doing it, 1 code at a time before, but now it's 8 at once when you win. And if you get really lucky, you could win twice in succession without having to build your names up too many times. But everyone's names that were listed off will actually have their names reduced again by half plus 1 on the even side and half plus 1 on the odd side as well, okay? So again, if you have 10 entries, it'll go into 5 and then 4. If you have 7 entries, which would be the odd side of things, it would go down to 4 and then 3, okay? So that's the way we're going to be working it. But again, congratulations to the winners. Drop your claiming comments down below, and don't forget to enter as well yet again, because this is another new entry opportunity for those of you out there. But let's jump back to the game. All right, guys, so congratulations to the winners. Again, remember, you do have to claim your code. You do have to drop a comment down below letting me know that you want to enter the giveaway. But that's going to wrap it up for today. One little disclaimer. I'm going to be recording the first half of that big chest opening, at least the first half, if not the second half as well, right after this. So in that video, of course, there's going to be another chest opening. The reason I've split it up into 2 parts is not just because it's massive chest. I mean, this is more than I'm sure anyone has ever opened it in one succession. But the real reason, and more importantly, is because I want to get 2 episodes out so we can do 2 giveaways, which means more people can get involved in this, okay? That's really why I'm doing it. I'm not, you know, doing it for any other, you know, scandalous reason. I want to give more codes to you guys. I feel like you guys deserve it. I feel like you guys have been really awesome and understanding, especially recently that I've been not able to even record videos, let alone make, you know, put any up on YouTube. But you know, I really want to just give some out there, especially because it's been a long time since Crusaders has been out, and I want to just get some really entertaining videos out for you guys that'll reward you in the process, okay? So that's the way it's going to be going. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this. And the reason I said that, by the way, is because obviously if I'm going to be doing it right now, the names may not be updated, so I will add you to the list, but because I'm doing the giveaways right now, the list is going to be the same. It's going to be the same list that I do, you know, 2 times in a row, or 2 or 3 times in a row, depending on how many of these videos I can record right now. I got to go to work soon, so that's essentially the way it's going to be happening. All right, so rate the video what you think it deserved. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. It'll let me know, like, dislike right off the bat if you did. If you did enjoy, consider sharing it as well. It really helps me out a lot, you know, whether it's like a Facebook or Twitter or whatever it might be. I know some people want me to join Instagram, Snapchat. I don't even know if you can share videos on that, but if you can, you know, definitely consider sharing it there too. I mean, the more you share it, the more sages can join the Sage family, and that's honestly an awesome thing. You guys know how amazing I think you guys are, how amazing this community, I feel like this community and Sage family is. So the more people, obviously, the merrier or the better. If you did enjoy, consider subscribing and becoming a Sage in training today. And as always, this has been MrBayeasy, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.